on the broadcast at the moment. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX World. We've seen an increased barrage of attacks having taken place on either side of the border. In the midst of all of this, there was an appeal earlier in the day from President Zelensky for stronger air defenses, boosting equipment reserves and ensuring faster, more precise operations. We've seen the Russians conduct pincer operations on the front lines. And on the other side, we're also seeing Ukraine sort of use calibrated means such as drones to strike deeper into Russian territory. In light of all of this, as President Zelensky has stated, what's really needed at the moment? And there's also the larger question regarding Pokrovsk, considering that it is a key logistics hub. So Ukraine has been defending it for more than 14 months at the moment, still holding strong. How crucial is it that other European nations also realize that they have to back Ukraine's defensive at this point if they want to keep the process of pushing back against the Russians still on?
Wow, lots of questions there. Let's hit the first one about Zelensky's demands, you could call them. I mean, the thing about any demands from Zelensky is that he's got to make them happen. In other words, he's actually got to choose people that know what they're just chosen a new air defense commander. That may have some action. I'm hoping to see him in 2 weeks' time when I'm in Kiev, and that may have some changes because he may do something differently from what is going on before. But if Zelensky wants the front line to be changed, then he's going to have to change the commanders, because the current commanders that are fighting on the front line only have the same ways of working as they had 2 years ago, and those ways of working are not very successful. Your comment about Petrovsk, well, it was a logistics hub when the battlefield was further forward. Now it's just another frontline city being devastated and destroyed by Russian attacks. And I think that the Europeans are going to have to understand that if they want to help Ukraine, then they're going to have to cough up more money, and they're going to have to start themselves thinking about what Ukraine is doing, because at the moment it's a degree of success, but not enough to push Russia back.
Indeed, and speaking of, you of course stated that there's been a slight rejig on the Ukrainian side. We've also recently seen a rejig on the Russian side. In fact, one of Russia's deputy defense minister since last year, Andrei Bulyga, he's been now appointed as the deputy secretary of the Security Council, and meanwhile Colonel General Alexander Sanchik, who's been commanding Russia's southern military corps, he's now been appointed as deputy defense minister. How do you read into this particular rejig that has taken place on the Russian side?
Well, it means that the previous deputy defense minister was failing. If he's been put into the Security Council, going into the Security Council is a place for putting dead-end people that can't do something somewhere else. Because it's not actually an action body, it's an advisory body. So it can be ignored by Putin. The Southern commander has obviously has gained favor from whatever he's doing, and is now put into as a deputy minister. And I think that Putin understands that a lot of people that he's had working for him are failing. But Putin always chooses loyalty before efficiency. And so we have no idea if this man will perform or not. We have to wait and see.
Indeed, there were also some rumors, speculation going around that there's apparently been a fallout between Putin and Sergei Lavrov. Kremlin has, of course, come out and stated that there is no weight behind this, and their rapport is still in place. We've seen Lavrov having served as Russia's foreign minister for more than 2 decades now. Incidentally, all of this has come about in light of Lavrov not representing Russia at the G20 summit that's going to take place very soon in Johannesburg. I want to take your opinion on these rumors that have been going around. Is there any weight behind this, any truth to it?
Very hard to say. I mean, Lavrov is the ultimate in loyal person for Putin. And he's been, he's not known as the liar in chief for nothing. He just stands up and spouts Putin's lines, no matter, how much nonsense that he's actually saying. I looked at him the other day at a picture, and he actually looks a bit tired to me. And it's quite possible that there's not a falling out, that just Lavrov is sick, because it's that time of year when people get flu and get ill, and he's overweight and he's getting old. So don't be surprised if he has to step down, not because of any lack of loyalty or his work, but just because the man is reaching the end of his useful life, you might say.
All right, so requesting you to stay on with us as we're tracking further updates.
Okay, thank you.
Indeed, we're now learning that Czech Foreign Minister Jan Lipetsk has urged European nations to increase investment in Ukraine's defense, stating that it is essential to halting